So without further ado, get ready to clap real loud for our guy of the day that will be here for the next 100 years, offering education to the Hudson County children. My friend, Frank Gargiulo.
You know, first of all, let me thank all the speakers for the wonderful accolades that you gave me. Sometimes I don't know if that's appropriate for me, but it's hard. I mean, they're putting your name on a building, and I've been talking to my wife all week. What do you say when they put your own name on a building? Would you want? It's kind of like it's a tough thing for me to discuss. But before I get into it, I get the opportunity once every. The last time I did this was at the St. Joseph's retirement. So I want to introduce my family. We have a whole new family since then. It was 30 years ago. So the family is here. My wife, where is Virginia? Right over here. And we got married back in 1961. And we started talking last year again. She certainly is a big part of the success because it's absolutely not just me. I also have 4 children, and I want to bore you a little bit because I want to mention them. Frank is in Arizona. He's the oldest one. Vincent's here, and Eugene is here, and Natalie's here. And I'm also blessed with the fact that I have 14 grandchildren. Woohoo! I'm going to mention their names because, like I say, I didn't have that opportunity 30 years ago. They weren't here. And so I have Vincent, who actually lives with me and is getting married, and his future wife is here, Jackie. Beautiful, thank you. And Gabrielle is here, the second. Hope we're in the age group. And then after that is Rachel and Jenna and Livia and Isabella. They're over here someplace. And then, let me just finish them off. Then there's Mia and Mario over here, they're in the area. Then there's Grace, Frankie, Andrew, Gianna, Rocco, and Cayenne. Woohoo! Great group of grandchildren. Thank you so much. Also in the audience, I have to mention my sister Teresa and her husband, Henry's over here. The group here, thank you for coming. My brother-in-law, Joe Lorenzo, is in the area. He's over here also. My sister Mary is incapacitated right now, but I thank them for coming. All my nieces and nephews that are here, I'm not going to mention you, but thank you for coming. You guys are special. My job is to thank people today, really. It's not really to do anything else. It's been a long journey. And many mentioned 15 years. I would think it's probably around 20-something years when this first bright idea came about, looking for a piece of property. But it's really the last 15 that we made some movement. And, the movement's made this kind of a job, a lot of it involves the politics and the educational piece and how it works together. And I just was blessed with it. I don't know if it just fell that way or it was by accident, but whatever the thing is, I was blessed with the right people in the right spot at the right time. First of all, I just want to say how I got here. Nick Sacco he got his story right, but he's not always that right. I retired from St. Joseph's. It was true, we made very little money there. It was time for me to go. I was there for 29 years. And I was out of teaching. I was going to I have a little business, I was going to get involved with that. And a principal from the vocational school was taking a sabbatical. And God bless him, Nick called me on the phone and said, Frank, there's a spot opening here that we want you to take because the principal on sabbatical is a North Bergen guy. I said, oh, I was looking, I couldn't be any more happy than that. That's how I got into the school. All those other things then followed after that. Earl Bird retiring and the opportunity arising, and then Nick doing his magic. Because he doesn't take credit for it, but it was him that drove that political spectrum that got me the position to move where I moved. So I thank you, public, for that piece. The 15 years I'm talking about was the 15 years with Tom DeGise. Because you can't, in a situation like this, you can't build a school like this unless everybody's on board. And I thank Tom. I must have thanked him 50 times in the last year alone. But again, on my final thank you, this school is a product, a big part of because Tom DeGise wanted it to happen. Tom, thank you so much for your support on that. I've had interesting conversations because the freeholders have been mentioned several times. Anthony Veneri, who's the president of the freeholders, and freeholders get your money. And just think to yourself if you don't get your paycheck every 2 weeks or whatever it is. And I had to go and ask them for $180 million. No easy feat if you know these guys. But God bless them, they recognized what was important to this county, what was important to the students here. And every day I thank that group of men and women. Today happens to be Anthony here and Billy O'Day, and who else is here? Mano, Freehead Caridad. They represent a group of men and women over the years I've been here that have been great for us. I have to tell you that. Some were contentious, I got to tell you that, and it wasn't an easy road. But in the end, they helped us, and helped us immensely, because without them, the next step could have never been taken. I have my own board. Craig Guy represents them up here, but Anthony Caprelli's here. I don't know, probably Hugo Cabrera's here, and I don't know whether freeholders, our board members are here, but the board sets everything. Because if you're contentious with the board, all your energy goes to fighting that, and nothing goes towards what you're trying to get done. My board, we've had our times, I can't say we haven't, but in the end, they came through. And the result is what you're looking at today. I thank Mayor Ganelli for inviting us into the community. He couldn't be here. I wish him and his daughter well on their problems right now. Somebody mentioned Vinnie Prieto. Vinnie Prieto was one of my students at St. Joseph's High School. I don't know, for a year I think we threw him out or he left, I don't know that. But in any event, he was a great supporter of us in a lot of ways. Not just the fact that he happened to be the building code official here in town. He also happened to be the speaker of the General Assembly at the time. So he has, in big part, had a lot to do with where we are today and the fact that we're sitting here in Sea Caucus. Vinnie, thank you so much. Norm Guerra and the HCIA, we changed the law with them because Vinnie Prieto helped. HCIA delivered the money. Here we are. Norm, thank you so much. Norma Guerra. I learned my lesson by when we tried some projects out here without a project manager. And thank God, I don't know if the county said it to me or who said it to us, we have to have a project manager. Mass construction, I think Ted's around here someplace. Ted, thank you so much. Thank you so much. John Capazzi, our architect, is around somewhere. John, thank you, beautiful job. I don't see Lloyd around. Lloyd Rosenberg was the other half of the architecture group. The next group I want to thank is they shepherded this whole thing from beginning to end. Joe Sarangelo, Nick Fargo, John Shinnick at these meetings every 2 weeks for the last 2.5 years. And these kinds of projects don't just happen. The builders need answers, everybody needs answers. They were terrific. Thank you so much to that group of men. And Terminal, the company, a guy by the name of Don, I don't even know his last name. Terrific company, I gotta tell you. And I don't brag about construction companies. on time, on budget, and a real pain in the ass about getting the thing done. Don, thank you so much for your help with that. The ceremony today, by the way, didn't just happen. And I got to tell you something. The guy that's been up here that read off all those thousands of names, I hate to follow him because I always forget people. He doesn't forget anybody. He writes things down, he puts them in his head. But Joe Muniz has been exceptional here at this school. And a lot of where this school is going to go in the future and how it's going to get there, Joe is one of the driving forces. I think that, in my own opinion of where we are and where we have to go, he is the perfect person in the perfect place at the perfect time. Joe, thank you so much for today. And before I just thank everybody, John, I want to just pick out one other person here because she is important to the next 15 years here. Where's Amy? I saw her before. Amy Rodriguez here is the new superintendent. I know what's in her heart. I always have a saying about, it doesn't matter what's in your head if there's nothing in your heart. And Amy is the right person at the right time. Take us into the 21st century, Amy. Thank you. And now let's talk about the school a little bit. I'm almost embarrassed when I see the name. I got to tell you, I'm almost embarrassed to look up and see Frank J. Gargiulo. Who the heck is he? The only thing I wish is my father was here, and my mom. I really do, because he owned a food store. He was an immigrant, came in the country illegally, fought his way in, got his citizenship, brought up a family, worked hard all his life. Very simple guy. Never in a million years would this be expected. My dad and my mom were special. I wish they were here just to see this name carried on. And to sum the whole thing up is that the building represents thousands of people. Just because my name's on there doesn't mean that I am this building. But buildings don't mean anything. I almost said something else. It's people that make the difference. It's kids that make the difference, and parents, and teachers, and administrators, and bus drivers, security people, maintenance people, cleaning, all those people. Every single one of them made us where we are today. Nobody got here alone. I didn't get here. I was fortunate. I fell in the right spot, in the right time, with the right people. Hopefully, I'm around 50 years from now to see them change the name to whoever they're going to change it to. If I'm not, that's okay. I wish the district the best of luck. I wish the teachers, the faculty, the staff, the kids that come on to the future the best of luck. And I want to thank everybody today for coming here. It really made my day. God bless you. Thank you.